Hello dear viewers, this is your host Rakesh Kumar with the today's stream, and the name is Forex Trading with Rakesh, 24th August 2022. Well, we have so far done two webinars in this program. Previously I was doing the program on EURUSD and GBPUSD only, but now we have decided that we will cover all the major pairs. So what we are going to do in the next half an hour is that we are going to talk about the key points from where the prices can reverse, or where there is the maximum probability of getting a good risk to reward ratio. And I will not introduce it much. I think now by now you are already aware what this is. So I'll just quickly get you through the risk disclaimer, and then we'll jump onto the charts, because this is going to be a very technically, submerged in the technical analysis. We are going to dive down in the major pairs for the next half an hour. So please go through the risk disclaimer. You already know. If you don't know, then trading foreign exchange on margin is a high risk thing. So please read this, understand this completely, and whatever decision that you are going to make will be your own discretion, and I'll not be responsible for your trading decisions. But yes, this video is only for enhancing your knowledge. You can get the knowledge from the video, but you cannot hold me responsible, or the USDCAD bank for that matter, because I'm not a member of USDCAD. I'm not an employee of USDCAD. So all the views or the trading ideas that I'm going to discuss now are of my own, and they have nothing to do with USDCAD. So please bear this in mind and take your own decision. If you are agreeing with what my chart says, then fine. If it doesn't, please don't trade. Okay, just understand. So first thing that I'm going to show you today is as usual, it is dollar index. Okay, first thing first here. We have done some. Let me just check what is the time showing in the stream. It is 16:35:34. Okay, so we are only now 10 to 12 seconds behind. Yesterday we were more than 30 seconds behind. So whatever I'm saying to you now is reaching you in 10 seconds. So you can ask me questions now in a better way. Okay, yesterday we were talking about the dollar index, that there is a possibility of double top breakdown. This is just a possibility. There's a possibility that the price will break down below this line here. 104.48 is similar to this line, and right now the price is trading here in this area. Till the time it does not break below this line, or you can say 104.48, you cannot say that the price is descending. And yesterday also we discussed that if yesterday's candle would have closed below this mark of 108, then it could have been a bearish engulfing at the resistance. Please mark my words that bearish engulfing or bearish pin bar at the resistance has some meaning. But right now this was not a bearish pin bar or bearish engulfing, so it has no meaning. Plus today's candle is an inside bar. Now inside bar is a bar which is contained within the highs and lows of the previous bar. Now the high of the previous bar was 109.18 and the low of the previous bar was 108.45, and today's highs and lows are within that. So this is an inside bar. That means at this stage the buyers and sellers have a state of indecision. Okay, so they don't know yet where to take the price, or you can say that there is uncertainty, or in the language of technical analyst, we can say there is a consolidation that is taking place. On the lower time frames, I think we can draw a better picture of this scenario. Okay, see, there was a sell-off, but eventually the price again built up, but there was again the break of high and the low. So there is, yes, indecision near this region. I think a break of this low here around 107.96. This low here is 107.97. I think a break of this low will start a down move at least up to 104.48. And if, okay, one more thing here is that now if we do it on the 1 hour, we can draw, I think, a symmetrical triangle here. I'm just keeping it with a short line. If you join these, and if you join one more, something like this, so you see you can make a symmetrical triangle. That means there is an indecision forming, and the price may continue for some time. For some time the price may continue like this, and then eventually may break high or may break low. So this is symmetrical triangle, so the probability of going in either direction is 50-50. So yes, but if it goes up, how we have to use this level here, the key level on the upside is 109.12, and on the downside there is 104.48, which is a key level. So how we are going to use this, because this is an uptrend. Okay, if the price breaks up, like this, we don't buy it immediately, because this area here, the channel's resistance, will be acting as a good resistance. When the price comes back to test this area as a fresh support, 109.12, when this broken resistance becomes the support, then we should open a buy position here near this region with the targets of 116.83. Now why 116.83? This is a Fibonacci expansion from this level. Okay, so this is all about the US dollar index. I think you got the idea now. The immediate resistance is 109.12. After that, 116.83 is the next good level of, or key level for us to watch. And on the downside, we have a key level 104.48, or a strong support, I mean to say. Talking about the euro and the US dollar, yesterday there was a green candle, although it was not very bullish. It is something like a spinning top only. It has equal wicks on the high and on the low side. So yeah, body is also not very big, but see how it is similarly, just like the dollar index. Euro USD also has an inside bar today, so we can say that there is an indecision forming about the Euro USD also in among the traders. So will the price go towards 1.0368, or will the price drop more from here? I think we need to go down into the 4 hour to find that out. If we go to the 4 hour, or if even to the 1 hour, although I don't trade the 1 hour charts, but you see we can still make a symmetrical triangle in this one. And once these symmetrical triangles are broken, the next move is generally explosive move. So this is again a key level where the price is trading, and there's an indecision forming between the traders, among the traders, about this level. Okay, even on 1 hour it is even better picture. But will this area hold? If it does not hold and the price breaks below, then you know how to trade it. I already told you about that when I talked about the dollar index, that if it breaks lower and close the day lower, you don't sell it, you wait for the price to retrace back to this breakdown level, because the broken support after break becomes the resistance. So when this will offer a resistance, then we will go short in this pair. This is the one option. Now at that place, at that point, we will have, why I'm saying that wait, why not to aggressively sell here with the targets to the downside? Why? So this is a place where we have minimum risk while the entry is being made. Now suppose I will show you with this one with an example. Say if you, now after making this low here, the price made a small high here, then made a low here, and eventually could not break this high. So for time being, your this high of this candle is around, okay, you see the high of this particular candle is 1.0018. So your stop loss should be above 1.0018, right? If this is going to be a stop loss and you're going to sell somewhere here, of course below that low of this one, then you will have a higher stop loss, or you can say your stop loss will be around 116 points or 117 or maybe 120 points. But on the contrary, if you sell somewhere here and your stop loss is same, then it will be around 72 points. So if you are targeting the same same points to the downside and keeping a stop loss tighter, then it will give you a better reward to the risk ratio. So that is my point, that you wait for the right opportunity, like a sniper is sitting in the snow waiting for the deer, just like that. Okay, you wait for the right opportunity and the right time, you click the trigger. Don't sell it or don't buy it here. It is in a sell, this is a selling market, but a good selling opportunity will be at the resistance, not here. Okay, so don't sell here. That is only I want to say about the EURUSD. There is a symmetrical triangle also. Talking about the GBPUSD, similarly, there is a similar situation like the dollar index and the EURUSD. There is also a similar inside bar on the GBPUSD today. If the bar fails to break the highs of yesterday and lows of yesterday, it will be a valid inside bar, and tomorrow or day after we may expect some breakout in this one. And one thing to notice here is that GBPUSD is looking somewhat bullish, because yesterday there was a bullish engulfing candle. If you see, today it is an inside bar, I understand, but yesterday's candle, single candle, was a bullish engulfing candle at the support. Now something bullish at the support and bearish engulfing at the resistance, they means a lot. Okay, so here there is a very high probability that the price will take off from here to the upside. You notice how we told about said about this yesterday, that the price was trading here. We said that the price may come back to this area or this region of 1.1759 to take off from here. Now the price has come back here, and on the 1 hour even it tried to go higher, but I think sellers are jumping again. See how this area became a good support, and now the price is again going back to this. May be a third opportunity for the buyers here, and if this area does not hold this time, then maybe this low will also be broken and the price may go down here. Okay, this is just a possibility. The price may break below even the low of this green candle here. But if this level of 1.17599 holds, then we may see the price of 1.2293 soon in the GBPUSD. Although I'm not very bullish not, because this is a downtrending, this is a downtrend, and already that the price has made a lower low here. I'll just quickly draw one of my favorite indicators, that is RSI, to check if there is any okay, this seems like there is a slight divergence. It seems like there is a slight divergence. No, it is also lower low in the RSI. So there is no divergence here. So don't expect the price to go much higher. Even if the price starts going higher from here, I think 1.2293 again will be a good resistance, and maybe this falling channel's resistance line will offer some resistance and push the price lower. So that's all for the GBPUSD. Let's move on to the Australian dollar here. All right, Australian dollar yesterday, it was it closed actually a very good bullish day, but today again this one is also moving between the lows and highs of yesterday. So this is also a good example of an inside bar here. Now this inside bar, can we make some symmetrical triangle on 1 hour here? Yeah and no. Okay, this is an inside bar. Okay, and we can make it like this, and like this. So let us see how the things unfold tomorrow or maybe day after, and then we will see what is to be done with the Australian dollar. But if you talk about if you ask me what are the important key levels where we should be looking to open the trades, then 0.7002 is a very important level. I think I should draw a rectangle here for this one, because this one I think is the level that if the price goes here, it will definitely get rejected from here. This is what I think. I have more inclination that this level of 7002 is a good level, although I'm not much sure about this 0.6714, but this 0.7002 is a very important level. You see how it has been holding in the past. So I'm expecting this level to be held when the price reaches here. Okay, but as of now, no trading can be done in this one because it is in the middle of nowhere. Okay, New Zealand dollar, it is almost, yeah, New Zealand dollar is also on the daily, it is an inside bar only, but it is struggling to move past 0.6215. Now this 0.6215 is a good resistance. It has been a good support in the past, so we were expecting it to become a resistance today. Even yesterday we were talking that if it fails to close a day above 0.6215, you can go and have a check on the yesterday's webinar. If it fails to close the day higher than 0.6215, then this will be acting as a good resistance, and this is what has happened. You see, the close was below this. When was the closing? Okay, today is 24th, and okay, this is 23. So this is where it closed, and this is 24th August. So this is where it closed. So that's why after that, I think even just before closing, it gave us a bearish this candle, and thereafter it did not rise. So should we draw a symmetrical triangle on here also? Okay, we will draw it, and then we will see how the things unfold tomorrow, and then we'll take a look at it from that perspective. Although this is not that symmetrical triangle because it has given us even much lower low. All right, this is a sort of triangle forming here. The price can go up, but if it starts going up, 0.6215 is the immediate resistance. But if it starts a move lower, then we have a possibility of going towards 0.6060, which I think is most probable in this scenario because the resistance is very close. The green candle that the price had seen yesterday has not been able to close above the resistance zone, which was the previous support for the price. Now it has become a good resistance, I suppose. And if this low of this bearish pin bar, which is at around 0.6156, if this low is broken, then 0.6060 will definitely be exposed in this market. Moving on to the new US dollar against the Canadian one. Okay, here I am a bit bullish about this one. Why I am bullish? There are multiple reasons. One, it has been trading above 1.2948, which is a crucial 50 cent value, as well as not 50 cent, 50 pips value, as well as it is a good support in the past. Then after breaking this support, the price has tested this multiple times because it is a good resistance. Now of course the price is going up and low, a high and low from here. I mean top and bottom of this one, but it is still, you see, it is still offering some value to the price, or some resistance, or some sell off at this area when it was approaching this area from the bottom. And now when it is approaching from the top, it is asking some buyers to jump in, you see. So this is an area of attraction for the buyers as well as the sellers. If this area holds and the price does not break below this, I think there is a possibility that the price will keep going towards 1.3417 in this one. Okay, and if we see another closing below this 1.2948, then this 1.2452, which is another key level in this USDCAD, will get exposed. We also call it Looney with the love. Okay, USDCHF, I was expecting the price to go down here. Today's okay, this is looking green everywhere, and here it is looking red everywhere, but there is there's no surety that the price is going to go up, my friends. Okay, this is still an inside bar. This is still an inside bar. It has not broken the low of yesterday, it has not broken the high of yesterday, so don't expect that too much that, oh, this is a bullish pin bar forming here, wow, the price will go to 1.0049. There is a possibility that it can go, but still it is an inside bar. So tomorrow if it breaks the low of this bar and goes back to this 0.9372, you should not be surprised, because this is market. Okay, if you want to go and sell here, that risk may be taken, because in that case your stop loss will be just higher than the high of this yesterday's candle, and in that case you will have a risk of almost 25 points and a reward of possibly 302. But I'm not saying that you go for the sell trade here. Why? Because first of all, this is a green candle. You do not sell in a green candle. Second, there is no bearish pin bar or bearish engulfing here, so don't go for a sell. This will be a pure speculation or an aggressive method of trading. And if you are with me from the first day or the second, you are aware that we are not trading that way. So we are conservative traders. We want to keep the risk to the minimum possible. Okay, so if it is going up, we will let it go, no problems. We will sell it at 1.0049 because this is a selling no, this is a buying market. Sorry, my bad guys. So this is not a selling market, this is a buying market, and this falling wedge is a bullish candlestick pattern. So when the price breaks to the higher side, we are looking for a buying opportunity. Now if it breaks here only, then what is the possibility? If it breaks here, it will definitely come back. Most of the cases it does. I will not say definitely, but in most of the cases it comes back, and then we'll use this opportunity as our buying opportunity. Okay, we'll keep a stop loss inside, and then we'll trade it to the 1.0049 to the minimum, and maybe even further, but this will be the minimum. So I hope you got the idea how we are going to take a trade in the USDCHF. Okay, asking me about the key levels. 0.9372 is the key level for this one to the downside, and on the upside 1.0049 is the immediate resistance. USDJPY, yesterday we have written no selling until 130.39 is broken on daily closing. So that means we are only looking for the buying opportunities. Are we going to buy today because there is a bullish pin bar today? Okay, we said that we need a bullish pin bar to open a position. So are we going to go buy this USDJPY? No, my friend, because this is in middle of nowhere. We don't have any important level drawn here. You see, my levels which I have drawn on my charts are very carefully drawn. Okay, so if there is no level, I do not force it. There is no level here. There is no important level here. So if there is no important, I'm not going to take any trade, because ultimately the aggression or the most trades happen near the key levels. So one key level that we have marked here is 135.50 or 135.49 as of now. On the higher side, we have 139.38. So these are the key levels. Till the price does not hit these two levels, we are not going to open any trades. In fact, if it hits the 139.38, we are supposed to open a sell trade, but we are not going to sell. No selling until 130.39 is broken on daily closing. So if it hits the resistance, we are not going to sell, because from there, if the selling happens, that may be a pullback. Okay, we are not going to sell the pullback. We are going to buy the pullbacks, because if from here the selling comes, the price may come back to 135.49 and may offer us a good buying opportunity. So that is the time when we enter the market to the buy side with a small stop loss below and targeting the upside, which is open. Although I don't want to discuss any fundamentals here, but I know that Japan is keeping their yen low, interest rates low, so there is a possibility that the US dollar will keep increasing in front of yen. But I don't want to speculate. We want to see the technicals only. So here we will buy this market, not sell this market until 130.39 is broken, and we will buy only when it is cheap. Okay, we will not buy at the current prices. That's all. 139.38 is the resistance, 135.49 is the support. We are sitting on the sidelines. Let's talk about the silver. Silver similarly is in no man's land. We want it to close to 21.11 if we want to look for a selling opportunity. We are not buying silver. Okay, I think we should write this also. So, okay, not buying silver until it is below 21.11. Why? I will explain. Okay, first you understand that this from 11.62 there was an increase in the prices to 29.83. okay, then it was like you can say consolidation, not consolidation, but ranged market from 22 to 29, and then finally when 2022 broke to the downside, this market started falling, and it is making now lower highs and lower lows. Now when it is making lower highs and lower lows, and the price has made a lower high here, I must draw that line also. This is important. So 20.86, when the market has made this high here, it is indicating us that now this will be a valid lower high only when it makes a lower low than this low here, which is at around 18.13. Okay, actually I should keep it like this, but I want to incorporate all these lows, so that's why I have kept here, around here. So till the time it does not break and gives us a close below this one, this will not be a valid high. Okay, so right now where is the high? The high is here, 21.11, and actually these areas are the highs, but somehow you see that there is a formation, or you can say there is a higher low will be in formation, or there will be a symmetrical triangle. I am expecting something like this to be created here soon. Okay, I'll show you what this thing, something like this. And eventually when it breaks to the upside, we are not going to buy it until and unless it breaks higher than 21.11 and 28.86 actually to be exact, and gives us a closing higher than that. Then only we can be looking for a buying opportunity. So till then we are looking for a selling opportunity. So if the price goes back to 20.86, we are going to sell this market. Of course we will be watching something of this similar sort like this. You see, this 20.86 was the resistance, and here this is a bearish engulfing. Now when the bearish engulfing is made at the resistance, this is what happens. Okay, so that is why bearish engulfing and bearish pin bar, if they're made in between nowhere, then it is of no use to us. Okay, we need bearish pin bars and bearish engulfings at the resistance. Oh, maybe I'm speaking too much, but yes, this is no man's land. There's I think not much bias. The buyers will jump in at 18.30 and the sellers will jump in at 20.86. So we want to wait for the price to reach either of the places, and then we'll see and take a decision. But in our decision, we will not be obsessed with buying, because we are not going to buy until silver is below 21.11, because there is a lot of resistance here. We don't want to open a buy position and then stuck in some resistance, and then a stop loss will be below 18.30, which is long. So one thing is that the risk to reward ratio, 85 points and only 180 points, it will not be more than 3. The reward to risk ratio is not more than 3. I'm not going to take that trade. Why? I can explain that, but I will explain that later. Or okay, I will explain that now. You see, if you are only entering the trades when you are having 3 as the reward to the risk ratio, then even out of your 10 trades, if you are successful in 3 trades and you say I have made right decision only 3 times, you are going to earn 9% if you are keeping 1% at risk. I hope you can do the maths. If you are earning in 3 trades and you are successful or right in the 3 trades, then you are going to take 9%, because you are risking 1% and your reward will be 3%. So out of 10 trades, only 3 times you have to be right. You are not that dumb to take trades that you will not be able to make it 3 times right. Okay, so you will be losing 7 times, but you are risking only 1%, so you will lose 7%, but you are still gaining 9%. You will go home with the 2% profits. So this is just a statistical way, or a way to keep the statistics in your favor, or the odds in your favor, that you only take a trade if you see that the potential profit that you're going to make is at least the 3 times that the risk that you're going to take. Okay, so that's why I'm saying, if your stop loss is going to be below 18.30 and your take profit is 20.86, then this is not the right time. Okay, maybe when the price is very close to 18.30, your stop loss is below somewhere around 18, this will be your risk, this will be your reward. I think you can make out that it will be more than 4 or 5 times. So that is essentially what I want to say. So the second last pair, yeah, here if you want to enter a sell trade here, I think that will be a good idea, but you do not want to enter a sell trade when the candle is green. So what you want, of course, it is hitting the resistance. It has closed the day below this resistance of 17.53, a support of 17.53. Now it is acting as a resistance. Okay, this is already in the sell zone, but should you open the sell trade now? No. Answer is no. Why? Because there is no bearish engulfing, no bearish candlestick pattern here. Of course, there is doji, there is an indecision forming, but there is no clear-cut indication to us that yes, now you can go short. But if you want to talk about this bearish engulfing on the 4 hours, yes, then there is an indication, okay, go short. And if you are aggressive, you are trading the 4-hourly charts, maybe you can go short here and keep a stop loss higher than this high of the candle. Why? Because it is in a good risk to reward ratio. Why? If you go short now, say, although actually you should keep a stop order below the low of this red candle, okay, somewhere around 742.24, and your stop loss should be somewhere around here. So you will have 1000 almost 500 points as the stop loss, whereas your take profit targets will be around 6098. So I will say, okay, 6000. So 15 for this is 1:4 reward ratio. This is fine, okay, and you are opening a sell order below the resistance. This is just fine. Even if you get stopped out, you will be losing 1%, but if you're right, you are going to make 3%. That makes sense. Okay, this is a classical example, but I'm not saying that you take trade based on this video. If only you understand the concept, then you can open the trade. If you don't understand the concept, don't open the trade. I hope you have read the disclaimer at the beginning of the webinar. Now the last thing that we are going to see is Brent. Although this is not part, but Damien is trading the Brent, so I hope that Damien is watching this. Damien, yesterday we talked that the bullish candlestick that the Brent was making yesterday, okay, this was the candle I think the Brent was making yesterday. I told you that there is no coming back as of now, but after some time there is a high probability that the price will come back to test this 97.57 area as the fresh support. Now it has broken out of it, okay, fine, but it will come back to this area or maybe even to this area to test it as a fresh support. There is no doubt that a lot of buyers have pushed the prices higher here. You can see there are long wicks here to the downside. That means whenever the price tried to go down, the buyers jumped in. So the most of the people are thinking that the Brent should rise in the coming future, but there's already so much of buying in these 4 for how many hours you can see, and now the price is consolidating. Or you can say those who are weak-hearted, or say those who want to book their profits, they're getting out of their trades, and eventually they are selling their positions. If they are selling their position and they are aggressive in selling them, then this is called pullback, and the pullback can happen to 97.57, where more buyers who could not enter the markets here, who were expecting this area to push the prices down, okay, they could not enter, and now this is the second chance for them to enter. So there's an expectation. My expectation is that 97.57 area will attract more and more buyers this time, okay. Or you can say in the wave form, you can say this is the first wave, now this is consolidation, this is second wave, third wave will be even longer. So you don't miss that opportunity. If you get it close to 97.57 with the bullish pin bar, or maybe with the bullish engulfing candle, then only open a buy trade here. Or otherwise, maybe the price can even go back to this broken channels resistance area, which is now support. If the price comes back to this, I will draw that line also for you. So there's a possibility that the price will go like this and then eventually go like this. So these are the two possibilities for the price as of my analysis now, okay. So on the downside, we have a support at 97.57. On the higher side, we have a resistance at 123.72. So this is something to watch. Well, that's all, my friends, from okay. Now if this goes down, should you be selling? I say no. Okay, you should not be selling this, okay, Brent. Why? Because it has come back again above the 97.57 support. Now this is going to be a good support. Till the time it is trading above 97.57, don't look for a selling opportunity. That's all, my friends, from my side today. And in the end, I want to say that if you found this useful, you can press that like button. Actually, you should press that like button immediately after joining. Yeah, my good viewers, and please subscribe the channel now if you are new to the channel. We do this daily webinar at 16:30 GMT. We discuss the major currencies, but we can discuss any currencies that you want. Or if you don't want me to end up, actually I missed that question answers part. If you're there listening to me and you have any analysis that you want me to do, you can let me know in the chat. We have adjusted the timings in such a manner now that when you ask me something in the chat, or when you write something in the chat, it will be visible to me in 10 seconds, so I can answer to the questions. We can do analysis on any pair you want, okay. Be with me tomorrow if there is no question, and don't forget to say hello in the chat. That means a lot to me. So yeah friends, thank you very much for joining. See you tomorrow, same time, same place.